Today I'm going to show you how to make this cool looking wall decor. It could be a flower or a star. I don't really know what it looks like, but I just think it looks really neat on the wall. It's fast and easy and doesn't require a lot of time, and it's cheap. I put it on my front door as a decorative wreath, and you can also make this for the holidays or for each season, and it'll look really good on your door. But other than that, you can just hang it on one of your walls for all year round. So for this project, you need 6 pieces of paper. Each need to be the same measurements and square. You can have printed paper or just solid color paper. Doesn't really matter. But what really matters is that they have to be double-sided, so you can't have a white paper on the back because it won't look very good. So for each piece of paper, you fold them the same way. So fold one from corner to opposite corner and fold that in half. Then from one side to the other side, you have to measure 3 separate distances using a ruler in inches. So you have to make marks from 2.5 inches, and then at 5 inches, and then at 7 inches, and the same with the other side. Okay, so you can kind of look at it like this. The 7 inches are a pair, the 5 inches are a pair, and then the 2.5 is a pair. So you want to make lines parallel to the edge of the paper. Right now it looks harder than it looks, but in a second it'll make sense. Okay, so this is what I mean. You have to make little mini triangles inside the paper, and you don't want to go all the way to the center because you can't cut that far. So you have to cut so they almost meet. So cut each line so it almost touches the other line that you have cut already. But don't cut all the way or you're going to cut the paper off. So when it's done, this should look like what you're supposed to come out with. So then when it's all cut, open the paper up so it's flat on the table. Then you're going to start looping each pair together. So take the smallest little rectangle and loop that together. And I use tape because I feel like that's most reliable, but you can use hot glue or staples, but tape was just easier. Then you're going to turn the whole piece of paper over and do the next thing with the next triangle, but instead of doing it the previous way, you're going to do it in the opposite way. Then you're just going to repeat the same process and loop the next square together, and then so on. Then when you have all 6 made, you'll have a big jumbled colorful mess like I do, and it looks great and wonderful. So then you have to staple them together. So first you're going to staple them side to side. But notice, you have to staple the biggest side on one and then the smallest side on the other. So it's not too big sides together and it's not too small sides together. They have to alternate. So when you have them all stapled side to side together, you want to take the centers of a pair, each at a time, and staple 2 together. So you staple one pair together, and then the next pair together, and then the next pair together. So when you have kind of a circle that you have all the centers stapled together, you want to staple the ends together so it completes a circle. And then just simply finish it off in the middle, make it look neat in the middle, and then staple it together. There's no really scientific way to do this, just make it look neat in the center. And then just turn it over and you have your star, or flower, or this good looking piece of wall art. Then you can hang it up on your wall, on your door. It's really neat and I love how it looks, and it's very inviting, and people will look at it and say, how did you do that? You can make these big or small depending on the paper that you use, and you can use printed paper or solid color paper. You can do it in an ombre effect or random colors. It all looks cool. So I just hung it on a wreath hanger, and I put the little hook inside of a little loop, and you can do this on your wall. Just hang a hook on your wall and then just put the hook part in a loop. So that's pretty simple. So I hope you love this video. Thanks for watching.